When we took a little look at the stats of your park, we saw an amazing, it's 180.9% increase
That's right.
year on year for direct bookings, like direct through your website, not the commissions through the OTAs and stuff like that,
That's right.
which we saw at like a pure 1,000 bookings just by itself, which is like, it's a fantastic result. Um, how has that sort of changed the way you look to run your park, or the way your business behaves, being able to take all that business direct?
Yeah. So the main thing with getting the direct booking straight through Newbook is that we can actually run the business. The business doesn't run us.
Yes.
So we can actually say, okay, we're off on a holiday for a month, and we can block off the calendar, and then the bookings are still coming in for the dates that are available. But while we're away, because we're only a small organisation, husband and wife team, we're actually then got control of the business. Now, I don't know how else you could do that without the help of Newbook.
So I get as
It's
well, like maybe properties are a little bit more seasonal, where they are
yes,
shut for always 3 months of the year or something like
that's
that.
right.
You've still got something still there working, taking
That
bookings for you,
that's
even while
right.
you're not.
In the background.
Yep.
So you can be away overseas, open up your emails. Oh, there's some bookings for June, July, August, whenever. But you're actually overseas in another country. So I mean, it's just brilliant. It really is a brilliant system.
Yeah, it's giving you that little bit more freedom while you're
That's
actually at
right.
work.
Exactly right. And just seeing that uh, equated into the booking, like when you get home, there they all are sitting there. It's all done, all automated. They automatically get the confirmation with all the information, and it's just so seamless. It really is. It's terrific. Yeah.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. Prior to having
Yeah.
Newbook, what sort of challenges were you facing that made you go, "Oh, look, I need to look at a PMS system"?
Yes. Yes. Well, it was pen and paper.
Pen and paper. Yep.
So it was a little printed out piece of paper. People would phone up and you'd write, fill in all the information, fill in the blanks, and then you just have it in a little card box with the dates in date order. And then, the bookings had come in. And now I think back to that way that we ran that. It was, wow, how did we even manage to do it, And then a day of a booking would come along and you go, oh, okay, so here's today's bookings, and there's all these bits of paper sitting on the thing. Now it's print out the run sheet, this is who's coming in, this is who's leaving, and it's just, amazing. Yeah.
So when you decided, okay, this paper system sort of isn't for us anymore. This is not
Yes.
sustainable. We can't keep on going like.
Yes.
Obviously, there's a lot of PMS systems out in the market.
Yes.
Why Newbook? What sort of drew you to Newbook?
Geez, that's a tough one. I think somebody actually recommended Newbook. I can't remember.
Parks in Harvey Bay.
Yes, yes. I think I rang around and asked a few people what they recommend, and I know there are other systems around, but I think at the time Newbook was new, like a new booking platform, and it had a lot of functionality to it that I don't know whether the others offer the same functionality, but it drew me the other benefits of just being able to print out like a record of, say, the recent floods
Yes.
that we had in Harvey Bay, and I had to do a summary of what happened with the bookings. So I could just go straight back, type in the dates of like last year, what were the bookings doing this time last year, because we had a massive decline
Yes.
in all the bookings. So then I could prove that, okay, there's the decline in the bookings. With that manual system, there's no way I would have been able to do that. So yeah, it's just so many reasons why it's perfect for us.
When you think about using Newbook, what do you think of the three features or things you do in Newbook that have had the most impact on your business?
Right. So when I'm using Newbook, and I'm thinking about the three major things that have had an impact. The main one would be the ease of being able to run the business so the business isn't running us.
Yep.
That's number one. Number two would just be knowing that the money's going through the gateway and it's going into the bank. So you're not traipsing around chasing payments.
Yep.
That is absolute crucial. And number 3 would just being able to do the accounting process.
Yes.
So much simpler, like you could actually type in the date range for the quarter and see exactly how much money's been brought in for the quarter. So, they would be the 3 main functionality. Yeah.
We like to talk about operational efficiency, the fact that
Yes.
you can get out in the park and talk to people, and there's less labour hours. Like,
Yes.
how would you say Newbook has affected the human hours that you and your husband have to put into the
Right.
business, or do you think would you need another staff member if you'd gotten to this size, or?
Yes. So with the functional operational part of Newbook, I think that Paul and I, my husband, we like the lifestyle of running the park as a husband and wife team. We are hands-on, and we know exactly if someone rings me and says, "Oh, I was speaking to someone at the office the other day."
Yes.
There's no, "Oh, I wonder who they were speaking to." It's either me or Paul.
Yes.
So there's no, they said this or they said that. We're hands-on and we know exactly what's happening. And with the Newbook system in place, as I say, we can actually be anywhere in the world and that business is still running.
Yep.
Because of Newbook. So I don't know any other way that we could have done that.
Since coming to Newbook, and I suppose maybe advertising your business a little bit more and using some of those features, have you noticed a change in pure number of bookings or occupancy rate?
Of course, we have noticed a number of increases in bookings since using Newbook, and I think it's a marketing thing as well. And obviously, the longer that you're established, the more bookings you get, and then it flows on.
But you work quite hard. You bring you had the festival there at the park,
That's right.
the music thing for
Yeah,
those that aren't
yeah,
familiar. So
yes,
I
yes,
suppose you do a lot of off system and on system
yes.
adjustments around that.
Yes, and the beauty of having Newbook for the festival, it's a once a year event, a music festival, so it's a camping weekend. Is the Newbook helps me to create the ticket link for the festival, so that can be on the website. So go ahead and buy your camping weekend, and it goes straight to the actual dates of the festival. And then people actually not going through and typing in dates or anything. It's just like,
Yep.
bang, there it is. Oh, how many tickets do I want to? And it's just brilliant. And also, again, with that, I can have all of those bookings in a group.
Yes.
So at a glance, I can type in that group. I can see how many people we've got coming, so I don't oversell because it's limited to 300. So I like to keep it, we like to try and keep the numbers down so that it's unique, and we can actually see the income stream as well. So when you're budgeting and you've got to pay for bands and merchandise and all the other things that go along with it, you can see at a glance just how well you're going with your budget.
Yep.
So once again,
There we go.
Newbook, yep.
Newbook, one of our, I suppose, mission statements was the point behind people coming and staying at park. They create memorable experiences, like you were talking about. That they have repeat guests. You have this sort
Yes.
of exclusive, unique experience. How do you think Newbook might have helped in creating some of those unique experiences or memorable guest experiences for your guests that come to stay at your park?
How would my guests think that Newbook has helped them in their experience? Well, I would say the automation of I don't actually have to keep on telling them the same things over and over again. They get the booking confirmation 8 o'clock the day before they arrive. Another email goes out confirming that you're arriving. This is the time you're coming into the gate because it's all tied in with the security gate. This is the number you call. So as far as New Books helping with the booking process, it is a huge help because obviously the customers know exactly what to expect before they arrive.
Yeah.
Because of the automated emails that are being generated. Yeah. Yeah.
Newbook put a lot of stock in the support and help infrastructure that we
Yeah.
have. What has your experiences been like with the Newbook support team?
Right. Well, the help from the Newbook support team has always been first class. I've never come across a moment where I've rung Newbook and they haven't been able to help me. I don't know what the other platforms are like, but all I can say is that Newbook 100% always able to help me. I don't think there's ever been a period where I've gone, oh well, they're not answering the phone, or there's always somebody there. So 100% thoroughly recommend the support system.
Excellent.
With
Excellent.
Newbook. Yeah.
And last question, a little bit of a fun one.
Yeah.
If tomorrow you could have any celebrity check into your park tomorrow, who would it be?
Whoa! Okay, if I could have any celebrity check into my park tomorrow, it would be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, that's probably a fairly popular response.
Because Leonardo is a wildlife conservationist,
Yeah.
and we have dedicated 40 acres of our park to land for wildlife, and we pride ourselves on the fact that we've done that, and that people can come there and experience seeing the kangaroos in the wild, and that development is going on all around us, but we're holding onto our 75-acre piece of land with the 40 acres reserved to the wildlife. So he would be brilliant because he would stay there in our log cabin
Yes.
and just enjoy the wildlife.
We've got to get this out there.
I get it to Leonardo. Tell him that I'll make sure that the bed's made nice and fresh for him. And we've just got back from Vietnam. We went over there to get some bamboo sheets,
There we go.
bamboo towels, and face washers and everything for the cabin. So
It's all first class.
oh yeah, it'd be luxury. I'll make sure.
There we go.